MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it's next. Erasmo Ramirez, the Nicaraguan-born pitcher, gets the call to start in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws two types of fastballs. A four-seamer, which is more of his true riding fastball that he'll throw up in the zone. And the two-seamer is the one that he'll sink to try to get ground balls. So even though the fastball is one pitch, he has two pitches that are different, even though they're both fastballs. A four-seamer up in the zone, two-seamer down in the zone to try to get the ground ball.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Set to get his day started, Marcus Semien, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. One out, nobody on. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Gordon is there. 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the line at first, but this is foul for the first strike. Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura. It's short. It's on into left center for a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Ramirez is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Henniger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for Oakland. A's nothing. M's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Chris Bassett gets the ball for Oakland in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder, D. Gordon.
The pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And Gordon will make it all the way around to third base. He's got himself a triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Gene Segura standing in. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Lowry on the move. He has it. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2-0 count. The pitch. Finds the zone. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Now the 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Sliders, strike three called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. Two gone. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The 1-0. Drilled to first. Olson has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First delivery to him on the way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Healy picks it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. The pitch. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Gosewicz over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And the pitch. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Segura has a play, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seager, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Behind 0-2 now. Haniger aboard here at first with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's set. Here it comes. Runner's going. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early, putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. Now a flare out toward right center. In comes Powell. He can't get to it. This one's down. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, D. Gordon.
Settling in now, D. Gordon. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. The 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We've played 2 full. The M's lead it 2-0. So now it's Mark Canna. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now the 1-0 misses, ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Head to head with Erasmo Ramirez. He's 1 for 3. That one's in there. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Kenna at second, foul on at first with nobody out. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
In now, Marcus Semien.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And a second run is across.
You know, D-Row, even though we're early in this one, being down by 2, that's a huge base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, this offense won't quit, Dan. They're going to give their pitcher every chance. They were able to fight back and get it back to even. We got a new ball game on our hands.
First pitch on its way. And that misses ball 1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 1-0. There's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. This is skied into short left center.
Coming in is Haniger.
And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Davis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Way out in front.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will get all the way to the 331 sign. Now the relay home.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Standing in now, Matt Olson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Three runs already home here. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's a great job at keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The 2-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Stephen Piscotty, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Piscotty swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Semien, the runner at third. Davis on at second with 2 down. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Hit in the air down the right field line. Cruz giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now.
They just keep pouring it on this inning. That's 5 runs so far, and they're not finished yet. They've been teeing off on everything they see, and they're showing no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Lucroy. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Cano moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The A's lead this one 5-2. Striding in once again, Gene Segura. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here's the pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2 to the left side, but it's well foul. Hit on the ground to third. And that's out number 1. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Digging in to try it again. Nelson Cruz, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Tough slider down low for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinking line drive out to right center. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Into the box now, Mitch Haniger, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. There's a strike. Cano is off at first with 2 away. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle. They trail 5-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mark Canna. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And with 1 away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42 as his legacy lives on to this day. Ready for another chance? Boog Powell. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman,
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order, and it remains 5-2. Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Kyle Seager.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit slowly back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Healy.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Healy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
Missed with a breaking ball.
1-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Working for the punch-out and the offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
In now, Tuffy Gozowicz. He swings and grounds it to short. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up to shoot again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Gozowicz leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Nope.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. We played 4 full. The A's lead it 5-3. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball. The 2-0. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Wade LeBlanc is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
number 42, Wade LeBlanc.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc, he's 1 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. LeBlanc 33 years old. He was taken in the second round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Skied into straightaway right. Cruz is after it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 delivery. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. And he got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Cruz has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. The A's strand one as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Gene Segura standing in.
Leading off for the
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop. The 1-2. Belted high in the air out to left. Davis going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Kanal.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Called strike 0-2. Towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
That's why I always said, Dan, there's no justice in this game. This guy watches 2 pitches over the heart of the plate and then gets a knock on a ball way out of his zone.
Boy, you said it. There's no justice in baseball, D-Row. It's just us. Takes 2 pitches right down the middle and then swings at one off the plate.
First offering on its way. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Cano, the runner at first with 2 gone. Behind 0-2 now. Pitch is way outside and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
That's good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
3-2 pitch. Dribbled to the right side. But it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. The next 3-2. In the air out toward right field. Lowry over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mariners leave 1. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Digging in and looking for more, Stephen Piscotty. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Henniger. 1 out.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Striding in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Henniger moves over. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Mark Cannon.
So now it's Mark Canal. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. To short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And it remains 5-3. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager.
Leading off for the Mariners, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bounce to first. To his right, Olsen. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back, third baseman, Ryan Healy.
Ready for another shot now, Ryan Healy, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 home. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Into the box, Ben Gamble. He swings and lines it to left. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Standing in now, Tuffy Gozowicz, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Gamble, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Lowry. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell.
Center fielder, Powell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. That's 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Matt Chapman. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. None out. Runners at first and second. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. The 3-1. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. Powell rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score, and it is now 6-4.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Into the box now, Jed Lowry, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Hit in the air out to right. Cruz sprinting after it. He's there and records the first out. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
Up next for Oakland, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Digging in once again, Chris Davis. He went down on strikes last time up. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Olson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. The relay, and he is in there.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. Cruz is there. 2 gone. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance.
Up next for Oakland, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mariners, number 42, Juan Nicasio.
In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. His lifetime line against Nicasio. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Nicasio, a 6'4" right-hander. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Runners on first and third, 2 away. One that misses high. It's 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Mark Canha would be next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping into the box, Mark Canha. He was a ground-out victim last time up. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Davis at third. Olson over at second. Lucroy at first. 2 out in the inning. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Segura is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. Get up and stretch now here in the Great Northwest. It's the A's 9 and the M's 4. Here's D. Gordon now. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's gone 3 for 11.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0 home. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swinging a soft liner, but there to take it is Lowry as he was well positioned for route number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Next for Seattle, Gene Segura. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 0-1 count and the pitch. This one's down to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Ready once again, Nelson Cruz. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's down into left center for a base hit. Some important 2-out success as Robinson Cano will bat next.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 9-5.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mariners, number 42, Nick Vincent.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. His career history with Nick Vincent, he's a .333 hitter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. Way out in front. Vincent, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 18th round during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 0-2 home. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Segura is under this one, and he puts it away for the first down. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First pitch on its way. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Here it comes, 1-0. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 2-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Digging in now, Jed Lowry. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. From the stretch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gordon is in pursuit. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
First baseman, Ryan Healy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball. Skied into straightaway right. Kenna is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ben Gamble.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Line drive to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
In now, Tuffy Gozowicz, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Gamble stands at first with 1 out. In the air, down the line in left. Davis on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, D. Gordon.
Digging in now for the Mariners, D. Gordon. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's set, and the pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Sinking liner toward left, in there, a base hit.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Gene Segura standing in.
As he rips it on the ground to second.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. So striding in, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Emilio Pagan enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Cano has a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Two out here and a runner at second. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We've played 8 full. The A's lead this one 9-8. Guillermo Heredia will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 42.
Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. 0-1. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Davis is retired, and there's one away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 is a heater in there for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Ready on 1-2. Missed with a slider.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Hard hit ball to second. Kanal has it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Spielen.
Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Liner towards second, and that's just past the grasp of Kanal into center. A base hit. A 2-out hit, one that'll bring up Jonathan Lucroy to bat this inning.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
That's inside. 2-0. And that one stayed up a little high.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
Here it comes. The 3-0 is taken. Strike 1. The 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Digging in to try it again, Mark Canna. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Two and one to the A's first baseman. Now the 2-1. He's taken high above the zone.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Trying to keep the score where it is, and the pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 3-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. A's strand a couple. They lead it 9-8. Blake Trinan enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 42, Blake Trinan.
Ready once again, Mitch Haniger. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Left fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. On the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Striding in once again, Kyle Seager. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And he misses again here. 2-0 to the Mariner third baseman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Drilled down the line. And that's going to get your tying run in scoring position, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the ninth. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ryan Healy. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Here's the 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Short, hit hard. Simeon's there, and now from the air, a jump throw. And a backhand try at first, but this throw gets right by him.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop, Derek Jeter, on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a strike. Career against Blake Trinan. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Powell will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
The batter, catcher, Tuffy Gozowitz.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Tuffy Gozowitz. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Skied into straightaway right. Kenna has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Oakland put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Chris Bassett gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Erasmo Ramirez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Blake Trinan wraps it up for the save, his 4th of the season. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics. 9 runs on 10 hits. No errors.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Oakland Athletics brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 9-8. As of right now, the Mariners are in 3rd place in the AL West, and the Athletics are atop the division. Ryan Schimpf was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, as the Angels pushed past the Royals 3-1. At the start of the day, the Royals are in 3rd place in the AL Central, while the Angels sit in 4th place in the American League West. The Texas Rangers racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 3-2. As of today, the Astros are in 2nd place in the AL West, and the Rangers are 4th in the division. The Phillies earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 3-2. Heading into the day, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Phillies sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division. The Red Sox took down the visiting Orioles 3-2. In the standings, the Red Sox sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, and the Orioles are 4th in the division. Marcus Stroman got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, as the Blue Jays nabbed the win against the Indians 3-2. At the start of the day, the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central, and the Blue Jays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. Luis Severino got his 3rd win this season as the Bronx Bombers defeated Detroit 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Tigers are in 4th place in the AL Central, while the Yankees are leading the AL East. The Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 7-3. As of right now, the Twins are in last place in the AL Central, while the White Sox are atop the division. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-4. In the standings, the Marlins are in 4th place in the NL East, while the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. The Colorado Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-3. Heading into the day, the Nationals are atop the National League East Division, and the Rockies sit in 1st place in the National League West Division. The Milwaukee Brewers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-1. Entering the day's action, the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East, while the Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central. The Chicago Cubs finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 2-1. The win was their 7th in a row. As of right now, the Cubs are in 1st place in the NL Central, and the Braves are in last place in the NL East. The Reds earned the 4-game series sweep as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-1. They now have 6 straight victories. As of today, the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central, and the Cardinals are at the bottom of the division. The Los Angeles Dodgers launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-5. Heading into the day, the Dodgers sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, while the Diamondbacks are 3rd in the division. The San Diego Padres amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 6-4. In the standings, the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Giants are 4th in the division. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.